I honestly don't know if this episode gonna come out in May or not, but it's May when we recording. And May is masturbation month, right? And lately I've been finding myself kind of like not forcing myself to masturbate, but I haven't really been in the mood to masturbate, like at all. And because I want to say, what? It's been like a week since I masturbated. Yeah, it's been a week. I ain't masturbated all week. I've also been irritated, so I probably need to masturbate. But I'm talking about me not really being in the mood, because sometimes you not in the mood, but sometimes you need to be in the mood. Like, you need to get yourself in the mood so that you could be in a better mood. You really need to be in a better mood. Because, first of all, I always feel better after I masturbate. I always feel better after I have sex, obviously. I feel better after an orgasm. Like, who the fuck has an orgasm to be like, I'm still mad? Like, nobody. I'm in a better mood after the fact. And it's okay to do stuff to, like, kind of like, all right, cool. Even though I don't want to masturbate, I'm going to, because I know that I'm going to be in a better mood after the fact. I think of it as like when you go to the gym, when you go work out, you're going to feel better after you work out, but you might not want to go work out. Go do it anyway. Like, sometimes you might have to work out on your coochie or work out on your dick. Like, beat your shit, flick your shit. Do what you need to do to be in a better mood. There's happiness on the other side of that orgasm. That said, Mother's Day also just passed. It's May. We talking about masturbation, self-pleasure, healthy love, right? But I want to talk to the mommies right now. Because, first of all, you become a mother and people think like, oh, now your whole sex life is supposed to vanish. You're supposed to focus on your kids, which is crazy because I got pregnant by doing some fucking. Like, the fucking shouldn't just disappear. However, sometimes after having a baby, not sometimes, a lot of times, we as women struggle to relearn and relove our bodies. That shit is hard. That shit is so fucking hard, trying to refit into clothes that you can't fit no more, because now you got your, postpartum body. Now you got to buy certain clothes that it's like, all right, this bigger than what I normally wear, or I don't like how I look in anything. Like, going that first trip to the mall after you have a baby is insane. It is fucking insane. You don't like shit. You don't like anything. And it don't matter how many times people say like, oh, but you look good even though you just had a baby. Don't none of that shit matter. Don't none of that shit matter. I'm not someone who gets big, like really big, when I'm pregnant or anything like that. But after that baby, man, look, my titties, they triple D's, they hurt, they swole, like, booty ain't get that much bigger. So I'm just walking around super top heavy, not liking shit that I put on. And I'm 5 feet. I'm short. I'm not finna put on a large any fucking thing just because my titties didn't get swole. It's just so difficult to love your body after you have a baby. And a lot of us kind of like take that and have those emotions and those feelings and those thoughts for a long time. Like, I want to say after you had a baby, first of all, that first week is miserable any fucking way after you had a baby. But just in terms of like moving your body, you feeling like everything hurt. We're not even going to talk about like when you finally feel comfortable enough to have sex. Now, obviously different women go through different things and they begin to want to have sex, at different points. Me, I didn't want to be touched. I didn't want to be touched for a while. And a while for me is like, I want to say like maybe 6 months. And for me to be as sexual as I am as a person, just naturally, for me not to want to be touched is insane. Like, it's just insane to go from like wanting to be touched all the time to not wanting to be touched at all, not wanting to touch myself. Because it's not just like, oh, I don't want to fuck nobody. I didn't want to masturbate either. Like, don't want to be touched. Like, don't want to be touched. Don't want nobody to touch me. Like, it's just a different kind of feeling. So I want this episode to be about us acknowledging the things that women who bring other bodies into the world with our bodies. I want to take the opportunity to not only appreciate the amazing things that we do with our bodies, but also say, like, it is okay if it takes you a little longer to love your new body, your postpartum body. It's the springtime. I know a lot of women that are having babies right now. Like, I know a lot of them. There are a lot of babies being born around this time of year. So that is why I think it's important for me to speak on this at this time, because it gets better. It gets better. You put on that little baby weight. You got a little thicker. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody is ready within their own self when the time is right. It's not easy, but it's fine. It gets there. I can't really speak too much from, I know a lot of male listeners. I know there are a lot of guys that listen to my podcast. I can't really speak to everything that you guys experience when, somebody that you're dealing with is pregnant or somebody close to you is pregnant. I can't speak to those experiences. I don't experience that. But if you have a story, please, by all means, shoot me a message. I'll be happy to, share that with the audience so that this conversation is a little bit more comprehensive, or incorporates at least, more than just my perspective as a woman who has brought life into the world. But I do want, because there are so many men listening, I want you guys to be super, love on your ladies. Love on your ladies. Love on them stretch marks. Love on them rolls. Because mentally, I cannot begin to explain what we go through. Like, as women, we already, like, you look at a woman, it's like the first thing you're looking at is her body anyways. Like, we cannot sit here and act like women's bodies are not overly, we don't obsess over women's bodies, how women look. Like, that is so deeply ingrained in our society that it would take a long ass fucking time for us to unlearn that behavior. So, because women are so heavily objectified, I want you guys to really, like, if your lady or your girl just recently had a baby, please love on her a little more. Love on her. Even if she look good, it don't matter. Like, just so, like, you know what? I just want to love on you more.
Yeah. Just to interject here.
Go ahead.
9 times out of 10,
what?
Men never have a problem with the after baby body. It's always the woman.
Really?
It's never the man shaming the woman or making her feel less than or bigger or bloated, or it's never the man that makes the woman feel like that. It's always a subconscious thing, because you done watched yourself go from no baby to 3 months to 6 months to 9 months. Now you big as hell in your own brain. You see what I'm saying? You big as hell in reality, but
big as hell in reality.
But I'm saying, in my brain, you not big. Like, you pregnant, you finna birth this life, you finna give us this baby, and after you not pregnant no more, shit, you not pregnant no more. But it doesn't seem to work like that with majority females. And even if you tell a female, like, no, babe, you look good. Like, why you tweaking? Like, you tweaking out. You, ooh. She won't be trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, and I said that a little bit. I'm like, because even when it's been times where people like, oh, you look good, and I'm like, that don't matter. It don't really matter as much because
So
But I don't think that should stop guys from doing it.
But ladies, love yourselves. You know, like you're God blessed you with a beautiful thing. You know, so it's like as long as you don't die behind that, I feel like you good. You know, you can always get, you know, Kanye's workout plan. You know, 1 and 2 and 3, and you know we can always jump back in the gym. We can always hit some laps. We can always hit some stairs, man. There's squats, there's machines and shit out here. But I feel like in that situation, it's more of the female and they subconscious on what they want to look like, and then it's like, and then you got to keep it real. After a baby, majority of women are damn near online looking at other women who don't have babies, or you know what I'm saying, or like they got babies but they didn't have their baby 3-4 years ago, so they didn't got their body back, and they didn't got their stomachs back flat, and they didn't did their little tummy tucks and little squats and shit. So it's like, damn, I gotta get right here. And a lot of times I be feeling like after babies, females be wanting bodies they didn't have before the baby. So it's like, you didn't have that shit before the baby, but now you want it now, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna sit here and say like you had a little pudge before you got pregnant, and now you pregnant and had a baby. Now the extra little pudge that came from the baby, the little water, now it's like, oh, my stomach is just so fat. But it's like, baby, it
wasn't flat.
Like, baby, you been had that little beer belly down there, you know. Like,
beer belly is crazy.
How you think you got pregnant? I was loving that little super, you know. I was, you know what I'm saying. So it's a little bit bigger now, but it's like, hey, we got a bigger blessing now. We got this baby in, so
yeah. I'm not mad at that. I definitely still think that there's still opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Because like I say, even with what you said though, the fact of the matter is like, we know like women are objectified. So after you have a baby, even if your man don't objectify you, you're going to feel like he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to look at him and feel like, oh, he ain't slapped my ass as hard as he used to, or he ain't cuddling, or he didn't come in here and give me a kiss on my forehead like he did before I had the baby. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be a whole lot of shit that you start internalizing within y'all relationship because of the way that you feel. And that shit might not have nothing to do with him even thinking like, damn, this bitch bigger now. And like I say, I feel like in most situations, a man gonna tell you if it's like, baby, okay, like you letting yourself go now, like, we need to get in the gym. Like, he'll do subtle hints around, like, damn, you know, we finna get us a little workout. You know, you done got a baby now. We finna start hitting the gym. Like, he'll try to make it, you know, better for you to accept the fact, like, okay, you might be not the same size, but it ain't shit. You know, we can get back to it. But like you say, women don't be trying to hit that shit, folks.
Yeah, like it's
nigga, you don't look at me as you looking at that. Because this bitch ain't had no baby. She done had the fucking tummy tuck, BBL, ass. Of course, like you can't compare that to that. You know.
Yeah, and also I think, you know, when I say love on them more, it don't got nothing to do with what you say. That's why I said it don't matter what you say. It's about what you do. So like, what are those things that you're doing? Like, if you was doing it before, do that shit twice now.
And then that's when she gonna be laying in the bed crying, eating her graham crackers, telling you only rubbing her stomach to make her feel better. Like, what? Like, I know you only rub. You're trying to console. I'm fat as fuck. And then it's like, you know what? You is fat, man. I'm finna go to fucking the front, because who got time? Where my baby at? You know, but like I say, for sure, it's definitely ways on both ends though, because like I say, niggas get in they modes and like, damn, this bitch just had his baby. Whoop. She might not be as like, I'm not unattracted to her. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, like not as attracted as I was before, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it's like, I think like, I'm glad you even brought up the attraction part, because the shit that you wearing after that baby ain't shit attractive about that. You got your stomach all wrapped up because you just pushed out a whole fucking human being. So your uterus is still 10 times bigger than what it normally is. And that motherfucker takes, the same way it took 9 months to grow, it don't take 9 months to go back. However, it takes a while for your uterus to go back to its original size. It takes approximately 6 weeks. That's why they tell you don't have sex before that time, right? But then not just that, like there are still physical constraints on your body. For example, if you are someone that's used to working out and stuff like that, they tell you like, yeah, you can work out a little bit, but you can't do any heavy cardio. You can't run. You can't do this. You can't do that. Can't, like do the things that you normally are used to doing when it comes to your body. So all of those things have a mental toll associated with it. So yeah, on the one hand, you might not be someone that is like, all right, your partner is telling you these things and you like, you know what, I don't believe it. However, if they're showing you and consistently showing you anything outside of that, you will have to kind of say like, all right, cool. I got to stop tripping over everything because he's showing me this type shit. Also, I think when it comes to that energy that the guy is putting back into the woman, that's going to make her be like, you know what, I want to show my appreciation. Because women, what we know to be true is that whatever you feed into them, they will reciprocate that shit. They will grow it. They will give you that shit back 10 times over every single time. If they're a good woman. Like, we're not talking about some, the manipulative ass, catty, drama feel. We're not talking about those. If you give a woman, that's why they say like, all right, women turn houses into homes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you give me as a woman, if you giving me the attention, you loving on me hard, even though I'm not that secure with my body just yet, I'm going to do little things to at least make you feel like, you know what, I see you because you see me type shit. So, and I mean, we could talk about a little bit about what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you might not be able to have sex right now. And again, that's both people involved have to deal with that. Like, for however long it takes for both of y'all to be ready, or for the mom to be ready more specifically, there are still little things that can happen that don't involve penetration.
Yeah, like anal and oral. Those are two little things that can be involved. What you talking about? Just saying.
I'm not mad at that. I agree. However, what we know to be true is that every woman don't want to do anal. But if you want to do anal, look, anal is definitely an option. Head is definitely an option. Masturbating your partner is an option. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doing these things where it's like, you know what? I just had this baby, so I know we can't have vaginal sex right now, but I still want you to experience pleasure. I still want to do my duty as your woman, as your lady, to satisfy you. And it might be that. Like, I'm not opposed to having, get you a masturbation sleeve. I love a good masturbation sleeve. I actually have not used it. I need to use it. Get a masturbation sleeve, ladies. If you can't have vaginal sex and then you put it on him, you rub it with some coconut oil, it feels like a pussy. Do that. Like the masturbation sleeve, pocket pussy. Use those things. It's not, it's just temporary, but you could make it sexy. You could make it hot.
Or right? just lube your little butt up.
Lube your butt up is crazy.
So I just lube your little butt up. You don't get no closer to the vaginal than the aginal. Fuck you talking.
Aginal is fucking insane. Am I rubbing off on you? Because this is insane.
It doesn't get any closer, So you could get your masturbation sleeve.
You funny as the fuck.
Or your little anal up in.
Ladies, if you want to participate in anal, you can get you a couple anal toys, anal train. Get you some coconut oil. I love coconut oil. Works very well.
Anal training while you pregnant got to be crazy.
First of all, it would have to be, because we're not talking about during pregnancy. Because
I'm talking about during pregnancy.
During pregnancy?
I'm talking about like the last month. You should be like, damn, I know I'm finna drop this baby. I need to get my butt ready. And you should just be anal beating it.
That is fucking hilarious. But a lot of women have sex during their last months of pregnancy. I wasn't one of them, but a lot of women do.
And a lot of women booties rip open when they be pressing them babies out too. So
yeah, like especially if you like a smaller woman like me,
might not work.
You probably gonna tear.
Yeah, they gonna have to
even
stitch.
if you know what I'm saying, like the baby could have came out super smooth, you might tear a little bit and need stitches. So and your booty hole damn near be open already, because like when you pushing, like everything just kind of like is So I don't know, that might not be that comfortable. I don't want to preach anal during that time.
And your butts, you got dissolving stitches in your shit.
Yeah, you probably get all types of hemorrhoids and shit. No, I don't want to preach anal. Maybe anal like around like the 4-week mark, where you already kind of like healing and stuff like that, and you feel a little comfortable with it. I'll preach anal for like around like 4 weeks, because you definitely don't want to have vaginal sex before that 6-week mark. That's how a lot of motherfuckers be in and out with Irish twins. They get pregnant as fuck trying to fuck before that 6 weeks up. And yeah. But again, do what works for you, works for your relationship. That said, there are women that might just not be in the mood until later on. But if it takes you a little longer to get in the mood, because you have to be in the mood to want to have sex, you can't jumpstart that by doing romantic shit. Whether it be for your partner doing romantic shit for you, you guys doing romantic shit for yourselves. Like, do the self-care shit, take a bath, light some candles, rub on each other, give each other massages. Like, those are very intimate things that you could be doing that builds the sexual energy that don't involve penetration. And then after you do that foreplay type stuff, then you can, incorporate some oral. Like, all right, cool, now you sucked his dick, now he's straight. Like, you done still pleased your man. So it's definitely a cycle that somebody has to kickstart it. And once it's there, it's like, all right, cool. Like, things just, you don't want to fall into that kind of hole or that bad energy between you guys after the baby. Because a lot of people, after the baby come, that shit get hard. It get hard. Babies be crying at night and shit like that. Like, schedule what you need to schedule so that you guys are still fulfilling each other's intimate and pleasure needs. But yeah, you got anything else to say besides lube your butt?
Lube your butt.
That is fucking insane. But yeah, let's love on the mommies this, for the month of May. Let's love on the mommies. I got something for the fellas in June, but we focused on the ladies right now. And yeah, still taking more sex coaching clients. It's a lot going on in the provocative world. If you are throwing any type of adult party, bachelorette party, bachelor party, adult themed birthday party, dungeon party, any of those things, I do hosting. I do my coochie and cock waffles. So if you guys want to book me for that, or if you want to do like a to-go order, I can accommodate that. Obviously, I'm in Chicago, so it would have to be in the Chicagoland area, guys. Unless you want to fly me out, that's cool. If y'all out in like Philly or some place like that and you want to say, yo, Jody, I want you to bring your ass out here to host our party and, do sensual massages or what the fuck, or tap people up, do like BDSM shit, I'm with that shit too. You can fly me out for that. I'm cool with that. And what else? I think that's really it. We did just start a BDSM furniture rental company. So if you guys need anything associated with that, St. Andrew's crosses, they're portable, of course. Sex swings. We got a single and a double sex swing that can accommodate your needs. Spice up your parties a little bit. Add a little kink to it. And As always, if you got any questions, shoot me a DM. Make sure you guys are reviewing the show. I get 1,000 downloads a week. I need to have at least 100 ratings and reviews. Like, the math has to math, guys. I know y'all don't really like writing reviews, but come on now. If y'all love me, show some love in the review section. And yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Until next time.